Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create this beautiful, classy, wavy wedding updo. If you like what you see, please keep watching. We're going to start off by combing the hair to detangle it. And there's the star of the show, my mosquito bites. Now I'm going to section off the hair so that I can work in parts. Now I'm just tying the bottom half of the hair so it doesn't get in my way while I work on the top half. Here I'm sectioning off the front part of my hair and I'm bringing that part all the way to the back of my ears. And I'm doing the same exact thing on the other side. Now for the rest of the top, I'm going to actually section that into 3 separate parts so that I can work on each layer at a time. The bottom layer is ready to go, so I'm going to take a little piece and I'm going to go in with my 1-inch curling wand. And I'm going to start curling the hair by making it go over the wand and twisting it all the way to the end. This will give the hair a lifted look. I like to bobby pin the curls in place until I need to use them so that it holds the curl really well. Here I'm sectioning off the top half into half again, and I'm going to do the same thing to that next layer, what I did with the previous layer. I am ready for the last section, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to brush out all of the tangles and the frizzies, and I'm going to take each section and do the same thing I did with the other 2 layers.
Invincible.
As I work on the top of the hair, I like to be as neat as possible and just brush out any flyaways. I also like to go in with my curling wand and just smoothen it out. This is the top of the hair, and it is the part that starts off all of your curls, so you want to make sure it looks as beautiful as possible. Now that the top part is done, I just like to go in and see if there's any parts that I need to fix. Just like this, the curl kind of came apart. I'm just putting that right back in. And then I'm going to go and start working on the bottom half. All I'm doing with this bottom half now is just taking some pieces and just curling it just like I did with the top half, and just doing that all the way through. bottom section is done and the curls look really pretty. I'm just going to go ahead and just tie that up and then I'm going to bring it through my hair donut. I'm going to secure this donut in place with a bunch of bobby pins. Now that is secure, we're going to go back to the top half of the hair and start with the first layer that we curled. Now this is the time we actually get to play with the hair. We're going to let the curl loose and just back comb it just a little bit so that we can give it a little bit of a lift, and then we're going to start to slowly place the hair in different places and pin it in just to give it that cascading wavy look. Here I'm placing the curl in its lifted curve onto the donut and just pinning it right in so that it is secure. I'm just taking the rest of that hair and just twisting it and placing it wherever I think it would look nice and right on top of the donut so it also covers the donut. Then I just go into the rest of the bottom section and do the same thing I did, just back combing it and placing it in a beautiful wave wherever I think would look nice. Now I'm starting off with the next section and I want to go in and do the same thing. With this piece, I do believe that I didn't go in and place it anywhere yet because I wanted to kind of keep it for later on, and that's something you can decide to do as you're going in because you're just having fun with it, so place it wherever you think it's going to look nice. For the back part of that next layer, I did go in and do the same thing, back combing and just placing it wherever I thought it would look nice. As you can see, I'm just bringing those curls into the little sections that I see and bringing the rest of it into any of the open areas just to cover everything up. For the top part of the hair, you want to be very neat with it, just like when we were curling it, because this is the part that starts off all the waves in its cascading look. So just be careful when you back comb it and you just brush it out and there's no flyaways. Just keep it very neat. piece that I left on the side before, I had also taken that and pinned that in with the rest of the curls. As soon as I finished pinning this in, that's what I did, but I can't seem to find the clip of that, so I just wanted to let you guys know that it also goes in with the rest of the curls. Now that most of the top is done, we're going to go into the bottom section before we go into the sides and pin all of that into the donut and cover that donut up. So as you can see, I just took all the hair that was closest to the donut and just pinned it in just to cover all of that up. Now with the loose pieces, I'm going to go ahead and place them beautifully on the bottom half of the donut so that it can continue what we did with the top half.
Here we go!
Just keep pinning all the loose curls into place and just make sure that you're giving the bottom half a bit of a shape, and then you can go back in and start pinning them in a little tighter so that it looks a little bit neater. After I feel like everything is secure, I just like to go and just look at what I've done and just fix things here and there just to make it look the way I want it to look. The final part of this look is the front portion, which I like to section in half and start working on the bottom section first. I go in with the straightener just to straighten the top part just a little bit, just to keep it neat. And then with the curling wand, I start to curl where I want the hair to start to wave in the back.
Invincible.
I lay the hair softly on the side to give it a very beautiful, soft look. And then the rest of the curls, I just pin it in the back wherever I think it would look nice. For the rest of that section, I just take it apart and give it a little bit of a back comb just to give it a fuller look, and then I do the same exact thing I did with the bottom half. Now I just do the same exact thing on the other side. Finally, I just pin everything into place and just give it a good look and see if I like everything where it is and fix up whatever I need to fix up. I go in with some hairspray and just give it a nice little spray so that I can fix all the flyaways and make sure all the curls are in place. And that's it, you guys. This is the final look. I hope you guys like it. I think it looks very beautiful and pretty. If you do like it, please do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye!